these habits that you're building for your new lifestyle, your health and wellness journey, is equivalent to building a house. You have to start at the foundation, build a house, and then you start from there. You do the first floor, then you do the second floor, then you can do a third floor or an attic. That's kind of how a wellness journey is. You got to start from the foundation and then work your way up.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? I hope you're having a wonderful day, or had a wonderful day, depending on where you are located in the world. You are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Woo! What's the vibe today? I want to talk about New Year's resolutions, starting new wellness journeys, fitness, nutrition. We're gonna new year, new me. Woo! That's what we're gonna talk about. I want to start off by saying New Year's resolutions are kind of really shouldn't be how you word it. Okay, you should do it. It's a new year, new me. That's okay. You want to make a new me for myself, but you should phrase it for you. New year, new me is a good one, right? Like I'm doing this for myself. I'm going to start at the beginning of the year. Cliche, it's a New Year's resolution, but it's not. I'm not doing it for a New Year's resolution. The mind is very powerful. If you're doing it for a New Year's resolution, you know as well as your mind's going to know that you set your goal for the New Year's resolution, not necessarily for yourself. So that's very important. I think if you're going to do a New Year's resolution, if you're going to start a fitness journey, if you're going to start a new nutrition journey, make sure you are saying, I'm doing this for me. I'm going to get healthier. My goal is in the new year, I'm going to do this because I want to do this for me. So there is that. I've seen this happen a lot, and I hear this a lot where people say they're going to do a New Year's resolution, and the resolutions typically don't stick. You also hear that a lot where people say, oh, I'm going to do your New Year's resolution, and you hear people say that, it only lasts 30 days. Statistically speaking, 30 to 60 days is when people start to fall off. Well, it's because, maybe the mindset is that they're doing it for a New Year's resolution, not necessarily for themselves because they want to do it, but they're doing it because they know they quote unquote should, and they're doing it for a resolution. On top of that, so let's move forward. Let's say you want to start this for you. You got to take small steps towards this goal. You don't want to say, oh, I'm going to start a fitness journey, I'm going to start working out at the new year, and then go immediately from doing nothing to jumping in 5 days of resistance training, working out, exercising 5 days per week. That will cause a little bit of burnout. You want to start slow. You want to take these small steps forward and build off of them. You need to build habits. Habits are incredibly important. I will talk about this very, very, very often. In the new year, if that's how you're going to look at it, start with 1 or 2 days of resistance training, full body. 2 days of resistance training. You can find resistance training workouts. You can find at-home workouts. You can find gym workouts, full body workouts all over the internet. YouTube, powerful little resource here. In-depth workouts with video, how to do it, and all this and that. And it could be arranged between 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to like an hour workouts. Right? The internet is very, very powerful. More than likely, you watching this on a cell phone, you have the power to look up. These resources, these workouts for yourself, right? So there's a resource. But start slow. Maybe 2 days of resistance training, 2 days of working out, and build off of that. Let's say you start after a month. You are enjoying it. You're liking how you feel after your workout. You want to add a third day. Add a third day. Don't add any more, right? See how you do it the third day. If you feel like 3 days is just a little too much, back it back down to 2 days. There's nothing wrong with that. And then do that until you really feel like you can add that third day, and then try it again. Then when you add the third day again, you feel like you're good to go. You want to continue. Another 2 months goes by. Now you're at 3 months. You want to add a fourth day. Maybe you can add a fourth day, or you want to add just a day of pure cardio. You want to go and use one of the ellipticals, a treadmill, that is also exercise. And there's day 4. And then, build from there. That's very important, is taking small steps to build these habits, to build your wellness journey. And then you can, after that, let's say after, you can take little steps towards nutrition as well. I would say try to focus on one over the other, and then after you get a month or 2 in, maybe focus on smaller aspects of the other. So let's say you start with fitness, then you can start with nutrition. So let's say you start in the new year, you're 1 month in, you're doing great. Let's say you want to add another day, or you want to do nutrition. Let's say maybe you don't add the other day, but you take that 3rd day and focus on nutrition. Let's say you just want to start meal prepping. Take Sunday, make that your 3rd day of your wellness journey, and use Sunday as a meal prepping day where you get your whole week worth of lunches. And we've fallen off meal prepping as of recently, but me and my wife done this, and meal prepping is, it takes a little bit of time, but then you have your meals for the week, and it's fantastic. You have your lunches for the week, maybe some snacks in between, and then you can plan out your dinners as well. And it may take a little bit of a time, but it's a one-time thing, and then you get it like Sundays when we typically did it, and then we have the meals for the week all the way up until Saturday, and then we do it again on Sunday. So then there's 3 days. Work on that, and focus on maybe 1 meal. Maybe that's what you want to do, is you want to focus on your lunch. In regards to nutrition, baby steps is also very, very powerful. Nutrition is probably harder to get into than fitness, I would say, just because there's a lot of information around both, but nutrition is, I feel like it stresses people out more. Like, it stresses me out a little bit more than the fitness side does, and I don't really know why, but I feel like nutrition is just a little bit harder to do. I feel like there's a lot more in-depth information. There's a lot to absorb. There's a lot of information to absorb with fitness, but nutrition is like a little bit further in the spectrum of information, I feel like. So baby steps or small steps towards your nutrition are very powerful. And you can work on other aspects of health too. If you want to start, taking some time to yourself and meditating. Meditation's very good for overall well-being and mental resilience and your mental state. Cold showers, that's another health and wellness. You can find these health and wellness, these aspects of health and wellness to work on. And sleep, ultra important. You can find these aspects and you can start working them in periodically. Maybe try add 1 day a week where you try these activities or habits, turn them into habits. Like, I started doing cold showers years ago, and I didn't do it every single day. I had to build a habit to it. And there are times where I don't do cold showers every single day. There's times where I don't do cold showers at all. But for the most part, every single day, as of right now, I have a habit where in the morning I do a cold shower, and that's what I do. I cold rinse, about a minute of cold rinsing, and then I get out and I just go about my day. And then I've built that into a habit of mine. It took a little bit to build, but that's okay. You got to remember going into these New Year's resolutions or these wellness journeys that these habits need to be built, and habits take time to build. And that is okay if they take time to build and concrete themselves into your life and your lifestyle. That is something that is very important for people to understand and realize, is just that habits need to be built, right? Just like anything else, it's like building a house. These habits that you're building for your new lifestyle, your health and wellness journey, is equivalent to building a house. You have to start at the foundation, build a house, and then you start from there. You do the first floor, then you do the second floor, then you can do a third floor or an attic. That's kind of how a wellness journey is. You got to start from the foundation and then work your way up, and you can kind of build the foundation yourself. You can pick what the foundation is, and you can pick each tier. So foundation could be sleep, then you can do fitness, then you can do nutrition, and then other things from there. But be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself some leeway. Everybody makes mistakes. You might make mistakes. You might fall off just a little bit, but that's okay, because if you continue the journey, you know you're going to get back into it. You can proceed forward. So I hope you got some good information from this video. If you like what you see, hit that like button. It greatly helps out the channel. You can hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, your family about the video if you found any of this helpful. If you have any tips of your own, by all means, I would love to hear them. Drop them in the comments. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.